I just replaced this control board and I'm wondering why my LED light is not on, why I don't have any indication of power coming in. So the first thing I'm going to check is this switch right here. So I'm just going to put one lead to ground, which is just the cabinet. The other lead right here on this side of the switch. Oh, look at there. I got voltage. So that's the wire coming from the power right here. Okay, that's that black wire. Now let's check the other side. You can see that right there. So I'll put one wire right here and one to the cabinet, which would be the ground. 0 volts. Oh. So another thing I could do is just take my meter, and instead of using volts AC, I can go to NCV right here. And then go to the plug. Okay, and then follow the wire. Okay, so I got voltage. Okay, let's see. Got voltage right there. And then I got voltage right here. Going to my switch. And then my black wire right there, let's see. No voltage. Okay, let's follow it where it comes in. Comes in right here. No voltage. No voltage. Alright. So, switch is bad. Oh. Let's see. Oh, green light. Green light. Now let's check. Where's that black wire? Right there. Okay, I got voltage now, huh? Got voltage. Alright, now, definitely need to replace this switch. But I can jump it out for now. That way I have cooling for the customer, and then get a new switch in, and put the new switch in. Alright, got it temporaried with a wire nut and some rubber tape. I love rubber tape. Get some rubber tape. Alright, now, since I unplugged the power before I did that, because I don't want to get shocked, plugged back in. Oh yes, very, very good, man, very good. Got the unit set to cooling, so we'll check the connections as soon as it comes on. We'll check the voltage. All right, now we wait. All right, while I'm waiting, I am going to look over the diagram, the schematic, the ladder diagram, and go over the wiring. So if you're interested in learning some of that, let's go over it. So we got both sides of our line. This is our white wire coming in and our black wire. You saw the door switch that I removed, and this is the black wire. It goes through the door switch. And then you got EAC, which is electronic air cleaner, humidifier. These are terminals on the board where you could hook either one of these up, and you'd have a place to hook it up, and it would power that. Then the black wire goes to the inducer motor. Okay, that's what pulls the flames through the burners. Then you got the hot surface igniter. You got the circulating motor, or the indoor motor. And then you go to your transformer. XFMR means transformer. And we've got our white wire, common, and our 115 volt line wire, which is black. And then you've got your secondary. And your secondary wires, they power you got your thermostat right here. See, TST, that's thermostat. You got a white for the call for heat. Y/Y2, call for second stage cooling. Y1, first stage cooling. Common, okay, in red, which is your 24 volts. And then you got your green, which calls your indoor motor on. All right, and the white wire goes into the Molex plug over the control board, and it also goes through the series through the limit switch, the pressure switch number 2, pressure switch number 1, and then both of the manual reset rollout switches. Okay, those go over your burners. So if your flame rolls out, then boom. All right, gas valve. So it's in series with these safeties and the gas valve. So if any of these safeties open, it opens the gas valve circuit. All right, de-energizing the gas valve, because you don't want your flame rolling out and your gas valve sending gas in there, or you don't want your condensate pressure switch full of water and your inducer motors full of water and your gas valve still opened up and pouring gas through your burners. So you don't want that. So then you got your ground connected to your common side of your 24-volt transformer. And if you go up here, then you can see the legend, and you can look at all these little different 2 or 3 letter symbols that are inside of the ladder diagram and see exactly what it stands for. So pretty exciting. Here's the furnace control board, and you can see that little plug, and how we were talking about how this is in series with number 5, and then number 5 goes and it connects to the gas valve. Where's our gas valve at? I'm not seeing it. Limit switch, pressure switch, gas valve. Okay, awesome. So you got all these safeties connected in with your gas valve. Here's your neutrals. This is where your white wire coming in right here will go to the white. And how do we know that? Let's see. Primary side, transformer, and then common, and then 115 volts is right here. Boom. So black wire goes through door switch and goes to L1. All right. Then you've got this plug here that powers the inducer motor and the hot surface igniter. And let's see, there's your flame sensor. So there's your thermostat inputs. Pretty exciting stuff. Check out your legend. Spanish, English. All right, let's take a look at this board. All right, there's our L1. Our door switch comes into the board, powers the board, and then the board sends some power to the transformer. See, this goes to the neutral of the board. This goes to the XFMR, which means transformer. And then here's our 24 volts. And this goes in here, and this is what powers our thermostat, these terminals, okay? Because our transformer is sending power into here, and it's powering this terminal strip, okay? The C and the R. Let's see what else. There's our neutrals, and here is our line, okay? Now, this is our manual reset rollout switches. This is our flame sensor here. We got our limit switch back here. See our limit switch? This is all 24 volts. We've got our hot surface igniter right there. Another rollout switch. We got our pressure switches right here. These are all 24 volt. Inducer motor. This right here is a switch you would install if you had a propane kit. And this basically is run in series with the flame sensor, so that if this doesn't have enough gas, it will open the circuit to the flame sensor, and then you'll have a code on your board. All right. I think that's a little bit of a rundown. Gas valve, of course. And then all these are in series, okay, with the gas valve. Why is this thing not coming on? We're going to use our meter on volts AC, and we are going to go from terminal C and R, okay? C and R, we should have 24 volts. So we got the voltage we need. All right, now we're going to go from C to Y/Y2. We should have no voltage, right? But if we go from R to Y, we'll have voltage. And whenever we call for cooling, which means we connect the R and the Y, then you'll no longer you read voltage from Y/Y2 to R. You will read voltage from C to Y, okay? So I'll check this one more time for you so you can see it. We're going from terminal R to Y. We got 24 volts. All right, now we're going to connect our red wire. Now I'm going to show you what it reads. Now that our R and our Y are together, we're calling for cooling. So now if we check from C to Y/Y2, we're going to have voltage now. Before we didn't have any voltage. And if we check from R to Y, then we're not going to have any voltage. So rewind the video, check that out again. But from R to Y, you'll have voltage until you close the connection between R and Y, and then you'll have voltage between C and Y, and that will energize your contactor, and that will energize your compressor and your outdoor fan so that you're in the cooling operation. Now I'm going to check from the G terminal to the R, and we should have voltage. But you would say, well, how's the blower running? Because when you call for the Y/Y2 terminal, you energize this terminal, which is the high cool terminal. So now from common to high cool, we should have voltage. I'll show you. All right, we're checking from the high cool terminal to 24 volt common. We got 24 volts. Good to go.